Hello there. I'm making this video in response to your video about the pipeline that is set to go under Manhattan. Now, part way through the video, you bring up the explosion of the PG&E gas pipeline in San Bruno, California. I was in California at the time of that explosion, and they initially thought it had been an airplane that had crashed from San Francisco International Airport, which is literally right next door to San Bruno. As it turns out, what caused the explosion actually has nothing to do with what you brought up in the video about your concerns about what would happen with the pipeline scheduled to go under Manhattan. What caused the San Bruno pipeline explosion was something that was twofold. Number one, as you may or may not know, the San Bruno pipeline is underneath an area of the Santa Cruz Mountains. The Santa Cruz Mountains are better known to the rest of the world as the San Andreas Fault. So, over the years that it's been down, which is over 60 years at this point, it had been subject to several seismic events, some rather extreme, and yet had survived. But those seismic events did take their toll on the pipeline, as they would any pipeline. The second thing that was a contributing factor to that explosion, again, that you did not bring up in the video, you just kind of used it to forward your cause. The second thing was that PG&E had a less than perfect maintenance record when it came to that pipeline, among others within the state of California. As a result, PG&E was forced to pay a huge fine for its maintenance practices, as well as having to inspect every single mile of natural gas pipeline within the state of California. These are things that you left out of the details in your video, and these are things that are totally unrelated to your cause. Now, I'm not saying that your cause isn't valid, because I totally understand your concerns and I totally agree with them, but by leaving out the facts, you're doing a little political spin doctoring here that I necessarily don't agree with. And I just thought I'd like you to know that, and thank you for listening.